As school districts across the state begin to head back to class, whether it's in person, online, or maybe a hybrid model, questions about how learning in the age of COVID-19 will affect students with behavioral health issues. So to discuss this, we're joined now by Jill Bourbeau, Chief Administrator with Hartford Healthcare's Behavioral Health Network. Jill, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're glad to have you. So can you talk to us a little bit about what the challenges of COVID-19 might be for students with behavioral concerns are?
Yes, so our students already have deficits or they need social emotional learning, and they may also have a history of trauma. So with the COVID-19, pretty much everyone went through a bit of a traumatic event with that. So our students had the added challenge of having to learn from home without the communities that we built in our schools. So we have a number of smaller schools where we teach students with social emotional needs and in the Behavioral Health Network. So we really want them, we become like a family. And then we all, in March, went through this situation where we closed our schools. We did keep schools going for our residential students and our inpatient students, but our day students went home.
So can you talk to us a little bit about what the Behavioral Health Network schools at both Natchaug and Rushford are planning for student learning this year?
So we are coming back today. Actually, it's our first day of school. We have a 5-day-a-week in-person school. We are not doing a hybrid model. We are obviously allowing parents, if they prefer the remote learning, to choose that. We've had very few parents who've chosen it because our students really do benefit from being with us in person. And so we have started that today with very anxious students and teachers coming back to school. But we really feel for our students particularly, they need that in-person contact as well as our families.
I can imagine, yeah. So just really quickly, Jill, how can we best handle those complex needs of students with behavioral health concerns?
So what we have is a group of our administrators, teachers, and our school clinicians, because our students go to group therapy, right after math class or before math class. So we really need to have them with us, and we are interacting both in person and with some of our students at home to keep our classes and our groups together. So none of our schools are bigger than 30 students with 5 teachers, and they could be as small as 10 students. So we've had the ability to be able to, we call it physically distancing because we don't want to socially distance with our students. They really need the social interactions. That's why they're sent to us, and that's where they get their most learning from. So we are, we've spent a lot of time going through all the safety concerns. We follow all the Department of Public Health, the State Department of Education, as well as Hartford Healthcare, which is really our backup to help us implement school safely and having the students be able to come to school so they can see as best as they can see our faces. With some of our young students and in those in speech therapy, we are using clear masks so they can see our faces. But we do expect all our students to wear masks and to physically distance with others.
Well, I wish you a healthy school year, a safe school year. Good luck. Thank you so much for your time this morning, Jill. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, take care.